everybody. So yeah.
Feel free to continue.
Yeah.
Good work.
The camera's on, I don't know what. Tough. Right. Go.
I wanted to tell you, Hugo, because we were doing the head and arm strikes yesterday.
Yeah.
But actually, can you get back over there? Because I did that this morning in the hockey crew. And you
Oh,
check this out.
you
Well,
got
because I went here,
Uh-huh.
and then I just walked here, and then he turned and got up the other way.
Turn?
Yeah. And then
It's
it
like
turned
what you're
into
doing.
like a dart from the back, so it's just like a rear naked choke, arm in, but like
Yeah,
finish there.
Oh shit.
But like literally directly from the.
Oh
It
shit.
felt just like how you were doing the
Yeah,
darts
the darts.
yesterday. Yeah,
Okay,
because you
cool.
finished it by going like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, so it was,
Oh, pretty cool.
yeah. So we could do some head and arm today.
Yeah, sure. We can do something just there. How's the jaw?
Oh, it's fine, yeah.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You look strong, dude. Get your line.
What's that, my
That's
jawline?
literally the only reason it has to be here, dude. Just to hide it, dude. Just laugh there up, dude.
Don't know where the chin starts.
What time do you have to leave coffee to make it here?
Like 8, I left 8:40, it was at Solidarity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I left 8:40 and I didn't have time to like shower.
Oh, you still have like a good hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty easy.
I got till 11 today. That's cool.
Okay, okay. Cool. I don't know how much we'll get through by then, but we'll see.
Oh, dude, just any nap time for me is a good time right now. I can sit here and just watch you guys roll for the next hour. Like, that was a good day, dude.
Same man.
Yeah.
You're still learning. Even if you're observed.
Yeah, for sure. I tweaked my meniscus in December of last year, and like just took about a month and a half. I'm just watching. It's like definitely not the exact same thing, but if it's 0.5% better, it's 0.5%.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, who should we start with? Let's start with.
What's the planning today? What do we have to go through?
I think the same thing. What we've been doing lately is just like we're just starting from standing and going all the way to the ground.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start with the circles game. So you just start like connected to your partner, and first person to make a circle around the partner's body wins and just reset. We're both trying to do the same thing. So I might go here, boom. That's a circle. This is a circle. This is a circle. This is a circle. We might both make circles at the same time. Just fine. Yeah. Just reset and do it again. But we'll just try to, starting from a connection, try to just focus on using your hands to get your hands and body to get your partner's arms out of the way so that you can get close to them with your chest. That could be to the upper body, so get the arms out of the way to get closer to the upper body. Get the arms out of the way to get closer to the lower body. But just solely focus on moving their arms out of the way so that you can connect your chest to any part of their body, and then connect your hands. And if you do that, reset. Cool. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, I can
So
start.
we got one,
I'll be number one out.
Wanna leave one more cone?
We got one more.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Guppy's out today.
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Well, yeah.
Oh, he said he was gonna sit out.
Yeah, well, he texted me this morning and he said he couldn't make it today, so.
Yeah, he's sitting out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Guppy's on his way.
No, no.
Oh, out. Yeah.
English is my first language, dude. Still working on it, dude.
I heard him yesterday. Yeah, I heard that.
Alright.
Gonna get the movie memo, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
problem.
No, usual.
I love this one. I love this one. This might be my favorite game of all time.
I like it. Nice and
We're gonna go with Josh if we're going into a freaking bar fight.
I forgot to mention, obviously, like front headlock is also circles, so if you snap them, you hear circles.
just looking
Just make a circle around any part of the body, doesn't matter, yeah.
with the legs that you showed beautifully.
What's that? You got the one. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll sit out, yeah, if you wanna hop in.
Okay, well, I gotta go with one of you.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to-
Okay, ready? Nice shot. Keep moving if one more of that real quick. And on this one, I'll go with them on this video, but, actually, you two. And on this one, just from an intention perspective, same goals, same everything, but the whole time, don't let your feet be in the same place for more than like a second. So keep intentionally just focus on moving around as much as possible as you're trying to accomplish your goal. All with the intention of getting close to connect the hands. So if you find yourself locked up here, just move yourself. Focus on it, intentionally moving yourself to try to create angles with your body to get your body closer to your partner, like through movement. So everything else we were doing already, and now like adding an intention of moving and getting around to the side of your partner. Cool.
forgot to kiss, bro. Seconds. Cool.
Hop in if you want. Oh yeah, this is Justin. Okay, for the next one, I'm gonna do dogfight, aka touch butt in the park. And it's called that for a reason. So get an underhook. So one player's gonna start with an overhook, one player's gonna start with an underhook. We both have the same goal of getting the other person's, both of their hands to the mat. So if I touch both of his hands to the mat, that's a win for me. Both of his hands touch the mat. The other way to win is if I get both of his knees to the mat. So maybe I ain't sure. Yeah. So maybe what that might look like is maybe I trip him a little bit and he doesn't fall all the way to his hips and he goes down to the knees. That's also a win. Or if I just get him down to his hips, boom, that's a win. And there's like there's two main intentions here. So there's 1,000 things we could do to accomplish those goals. But we're gonna focus on two things. The first thing we're gonna focus on is staying connected as much as we can. So try to focus on using your underhook or your wizard to accomplish that goal. That doesn't mean that you can't disengage ever. So like if Josh wraps a body lock around me, I'm like, oh fuck. Boom, okay. I just reset. So that's like defensive disengagement, right? So you can do that, but just try to stay connected. The other intention we're gonna be focusing on is trying to use our feet and our hips to trip him or to throw him over us, right? And so what I mean by that is trying to work in opposite directions. So trying to either take him towards his back or take him forward, opposite of his back. So taking towards his back might be like if I'm trying to trip his legs and I take him down that way. He's gonna resist that a lot, so maybe I try to trip him and he's resisting it, boom, and I can throw him, going the opposite way. So just play between those two things the whole time. Tripping him, throwing him, you resist that, try to trip, boom, try to throw. So we're gonna be playing between like those two directions. You can grab the legs, but so if the leg is available, go for it, but focus your intention on trying to trip and throw over your hip the entire time. Some things that we can't do, no sitting down to trip him backwards. Okay, that's not allowed for this game. Only because right now we're trying not to like sit on each other's knees. We'll bring, so this is the Tanya Toshi. We might bring this back in some cases, but just no sitting down to trip your partner backwards. That doesn't mean that you can't trip him backwards, but no sitting down to trip him backwards. The other thing is if you do throw him, boom, try not to land all your body weight flat on his chest. So falling body weight, we're just trying to avoid all kinds of falling body weight. So if you throw your partner, just try not to land on them with all your body weight. You can roll over them. You can post, boom. You can do anything, or break your elbow, I don't know. You can do anything besides like just focus intentionally on trying not to land on your partner if you feel them. Cool, I think that's it. Any questions on the game?
So the underhook guy can get a body lock?
Sure. Yeah, you can lift. If you do lift your partner, just don't slam them. Boom. Whee! Okay, like control them on the way down, right? Cool. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's do it.
And then just switching overhook, underhook, switching sides.
When you win, yeah, if anybody accomplishes a goal, hands, hips or knees, just switch to SL overhook, yeah. Ready?
Change trips.
Did anybody trip or throw the other person?
Yeah, he tripped me.
He tripped you? You tripped somebody?
Yeah, you got me.
How did you trip him? Like was it like a
Yeah, like a
okay.
switching like
Okay. And do you remember what led to that?
like going to Ichimata and then
So we went
Go
for a
back
hip
to the
throw
beginning.
and then went to the trip. You said, did you trick?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, I'm getting toss, yeah.
We'll hook toss. Cool.
And it's just kind of like, just trying to think about what you were talking about, the drill before this, of like moving your feet,
Yeah.
working left to right, right to left, front to back, back to front.
Okay.
And then not really knowing where I'm at, but just like, I think I see something here.
Okay.
Maybe I saw something there.
Cool.
When we're in the position where like, we're foot fencing and then
Yeah.
like we kind of hook,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to figure out who has the better angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. What position were we in?
I was just like,
but, just like, yeah, those are my guys. And it's just like, I'll like try to hit you, and
Yeah.
then you try to hit me, and then we end up just like hooking feet for a second. And that's just
I
like,
mean here.
yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like, is it 50-50 or is it like you have better because you're in front of
I
me?
mean, whoever throws the other person, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we both probably have something there, right? I don't know.
I think
the-
you're better inside now.
Okay.
What do you feel?
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna throw you with an uchi, which
Yeah.
I did, yeah. Like when I hook your leg like that, I didn't feel threatened, like in your current body configuration.
Right.
Um,
So is it just like if I knew more backwards throws, then it would be, I could do something.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't
Brown
think
belt in judo, by the way. So
it's long term. I think you have an advantage.
you think so with the inside position advantage?
I think so.
Okay.
You have like all the hip throws. Like you'd have to get your hips back in front
Okay.
to get the throws going.
Okay.
So it's not like lost by any means for you, but it's not be like, I don't know, 60-40 or like 70-40. Like, I think you have an advantage for sure.
Got it. Yeah, I definitely feel like I have like control of you from there.
Yeah.
For sure, because I feel like I could
Right.
turn that into a uchi mata or
Mhm.
an uchi, so I have like, I don't know, but cool. Did anybody else have any problems or anything? No, okay, let's do it again. Do it again.
One more. Cool. Does somebody have music going on? Anybody? No?
Yeah, I can't use my phone.
Music,
Yeah, I
please.
can't use my phone.
I can take my phone.
Thank you. Anything new on that one or same as the last round?
Just boss, if you go boss over there,
Yeah,
for sure.
you know, man, yeah.
It's like really interesting feeling like the back and forth push and pull. But it's like I don't want to go forward, so let me start pushing back.
Right,
Oh shit, I'm going backwards.
right.
And then just like how quickly that transition happens of not going one direction, and the next thing you know, like, all on the mat, sick.
Yeah. 'Cause is it happening when you're resisting hard in a different?
Yeah, like, so then trying to find that balance of like, okay, I want to resist,
Yeah.
but if I'm going too much, I'm just
That's the
gonna
thing
go.
too, is how long you resist.
Yeah, it's like time spent resisting.
Right, that's the thing is that
TSR.
there are times specifically when I was going with you where I felt like I needed to resist for just a small moment. If I resisted too long,
I was gonna take
you're gonna take me the other way. So I have to
Yeah.
be aware of when that pressure is on and when it's not.
Yeah, and I felt the same with you. Like if I would try to defend one of your things, I was like, oh, he's about to switch.
Yeah.
I feel like in that position, like the outside legs are the ones that are being like boosted. So in my mind, it makes sense to like try to attack the back foot to get them to trip, but
Like going, like if you're going behind their feet.
yeah, just like any way on the farther foot.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I definitely felt that against you, and I was like only trying to attack your front leg. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's nice, but there's nothing happening on this front leg.
Yeah.
But maybe that back leg, something like that.
Yeah. I was thinking too.
Yeah. Alright.
For Brazilian,
So,
Trappers Brazil.
my phone is called iPhone the White.
the
It's
white.
because of Breaking Bad, okay? You know, some weird like. When I got it a long time ago, I was watching Breaking Bad and I was like, I love Walter White.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
No judgment, but you're good.
Alright, one more. I'll go with you. Yeah.
No, that's I understand why you would think that.
Nicely done.
Did I have I think I have a right here, so I'm gonna go under, but just with that.
Yeah.
Had COVID recently? Your natural immunity may not last. That's why the CDC recommends getting vaccinated within 3 months after an infection. You're good. Vaccinated this season.
No, for a free percent
Brought to you by Moderna.
Can you do me a favor?
How do you support the team? Start by making space for them to ask you questions, and regularly checking in on how they're really doing, and by looking up from your screen when being present. Make sure they know they're never alone. Anytime, anywhere, because youth suicide prevention starts before crisis.
Yeah, I am the free version.
The ad messed me up. You need the premium version.
Learn more and never a bother.
Anything you want out for anybody? Anything that is particularly difficult or that works for you?
Just realizing, man, how you're going into something that's always threatening you or like offensive.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find your times, like where you're trying to find something. It's just like a good reminder of like always be attacking or always trying to like, okay, if they're going forward, let's try to take them back. If they're trying to go back, if we're going left, let's try to go right. We just like felt like super smooth with you, like trip, okay, he's stepping back, let's go back. Okay, he's fighting back, let's go forward again.
Yeah.
And you're just playing, you're front to back, back to front.
Yeah.
And it's so simple, but like so efficient.
Yeah. It's just like committing to something, but realizing it's not working and just going to the other thing. It's like, yeah.
Smooth transition.
Yeah.
When I have the wizard, I try to have my temple, my forehead and the temple.
Yeah.
It's harder to initiate stuff when your hand is back here like this.
Right. Yeah. It's hard to like get the sit because you're like.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like the partner was really good at getting my weight off my feet.
Okay.
Yeah. That really like cut me down.
Like off balancing like.
Like in getting the under me.
Oh, got it.
I think like a big part of that game is being able to like do it a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, like you start to load the hits, it doesn't quite work, you go again, and then you try to fix that.
Yeah. Like one thing never works.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, like in wrestling, you want stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, reshot, yeah.
Right.
So do you want to do that one again? I'm trying to move on. We'll do jiu-jitsu. Let's go to front headlock so you can get into that too. Because you got at least one. I was gonna say we do the quad pod second. We're doing that. Does anybody have like does anybody have like a specific situation that they're having problems with that we can work through this session? If not,
But later on, north south.
What's up? So go to alright. So we're gonna start with a fully locked in head and arm choke. It can be on either side, and what I mean by that is like if I have my right arm here, I can connect it to his neck. And then just get a figure four. Or I can connect my arm to his arm. And same thing, get a figure four. And we're gonna start in the figure four position here. And then when we say go, I'm just gonna try to choke him. And he's gonna try to get to something better. That's definitely better. Still getting on top. But at any point, if there's no more threat of a choke, then we'll reset. And what I mean by that is like, that doesn't mean if you lose the figure four, that you just reset. You keep going from here, even if as long as you have a head and an arm. You can switch to guillotine if you want, right? So, but what we're trying to avoid is like getting into situations where he's pretty much escaped the threat. So that might mean I just have a chest grab now or something. So whole point, person in turtle get to something better. So get on top or get out of any kind of like front headlock situation. Any questions on that? Okay.
Back and forth.
Yeah,
One on top, one on bottom.
yeah, just switch on the win. Cool. You got really good at the darts. What are you focusing on when you're doing it? Can you actually talk about what your intention as you're walking up the darts and everything? Can you talk about like?
I think, well, really good is humility. So obviously, like this is where you get to the blur. The dars. Okay, so say what a dars is real quick. Dars is, so if you have a front headlock like that, dars is your hand coming through the head side, and if you come through on the, well, the torso side, it's anaconda. The dars is just like,
So we're actually starting an anaconda.
You can start on either one,
Either
so,
one,
and you can switch between them if you want, so you can pick Doris or Anaconda, that's what I'm saying. You can start with your arm connected to the neck, or start with your arm connected to the arm, right?
right, so, I think, for me at least, the dars is a lot easier to finish. So you get a picture in the fifth part, and what worked good for me is to pull my elbows with my belly. And these does two things. It just aligns my left forearm to the head a little more, and two, just pushes his shoulder to the other side of the shoulder.
Twisting his head.
So I can get like this.
Just the act of twisting your head.
Correct, exactly, good. As you go, you might like it a little too deep, and then this action is like pulling your elbows in, like align that part very peacefully, instead of being on the muscle, or being on the blood vessel. And this action also like pushes his shoulder into the other side of the shoulder. Or blocks both ways.
So that's what I actually want to focus on is the effect we're having on our partner. So by him on his twisting, in order to choke, the choke is happening because he has his hands on this side and my shoulder is touching this side. So trying to connect your partner's shoulder to their neck if you have that, and so you're doing that really well, twisting, I think that's the key. And then on the opposite side is the person defending. You can keep your shoulders away from your neck.
Right.
We're fighting that to the elbow, right? And he wants to focus on like that connection. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing.
Cool. Okay. Take over your naked choke, right? Yeah, sure.
Or you can do where you top touch or do this. Okay.
Okay. What's up, chat? I'll get to you guys in a second. That is pain.
It's not comfortable.
Hi, I'm Melanie. Text me to Capital One, where we use serverless at scale. Recently, my team used serverless to build an API that lets you generate a task with natural digital
guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a tough,
Do you watch Title?
There's also
It's going so fast.
the physical side difference.
You have to, you're the
So just get those there. Proper depth.
Yeah, I was like trying to, I was like, had to like do a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, just really
press.
Yeah.
What's the one you run across? The guy who's like really long and it just looks like this long.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're choking.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're tightening like this?
Shoving the head.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing, I try to bring my opposite hip.
Oh, you're pulling everything in tight.
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
Like a little bit of the.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm purely just defensively trying to find space.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I had switch partner. Yeah, we don't know.
I,
Well, you're gonna be disappointed.
I hear me down, or?
Oh, you can go.
I'm gonna try Alright, go.
The choker routine.
There's a dog Yeah, how about big shoulders though? I got some for the shoulder.
Not where Josh is.
I assume you didn't.
Carry ball.
I assume it was not working out at the end.
No, I was not really sure. I mean, I was not
Yeah, I don't feel like I can really get it. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's get it in. Okay.
Yeah. I think you bench my shoulder now.
Okay.
No, push that.
Yeah, that's fine and nasty, bro.
They're too big to, I couldn't get the lock.
That's what I said. There's a advantage when you build. The short arms, dude. Yeah, plus the here too. Alright, ready?
I need to. Longer arms.
I know, we're saying the same thing, we need to hang more.
Yeah.
It's easier with no gi too, because you don't have as much fabric in the freaking way. Yeah. The thing about the gi fabric, when you have a hold, it helps because of greater friction required to break it, but you're trying to get a position and you don't, because you're trying to like, you just have it, it's so tough to get that extra inch.
I feel like you can barely start with like a couple fingers just like.
Yeah, yeah.
Thing in.
So the shrugs be helping.
Functional muscles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have a neck, then you can't just cut the joke.
You don't have a head.
Yeah, I'm glad we did that. Both of those chokes are ones that like, I never really looked for them. Oh no, like I always struggle to lock them in. Yeah. When you're on top of half guard. Because the guy's gonna
Yeah,
want
it's
to
like, what you try to
come into you.
back out,
Yeah, try to get you
have
down.
to like,
Yeah.
but then if you come up with
They're not careful with
it's like,
hand
what
placement.
distracting that?
Tillman. You have your roll with Tillman.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels just like home, right?
Oh, what's up, guys? Sorry, we're doing a lot of training here. Andrew Miller, Josh, can you do the helicopter choke? No idea what that is. What's up? Walker wonders why. Doing a Sotogari. Andrew says, what's up, Roxy? Brando. Brandon says, if you can pull the sleeve across the center line, usually in a 50-50 Uchimata situation, you'll most likely dominate. Okay, I'm going to tell that to those guys real quick. Thanks, Brandon. The judo guy says Josh would have a better position from a judo perspective. Cool. That aligns with what Hugo was saying. What Willie thinks is good afternoon. Tsubaki, good evening. K-Dog, what's up, K-Dog? Zan MMA says hello from Azerbaijan. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Cool. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. We're doing a lot of training.
And then finally,
I see people finish like belly up,
Yeah,
but I feel like it's easier belly down.
It's really important. All these
Yeah, because belly down, like, I feel like just the
You're out here and a lot better. The black is okay. We're doing every now and then it's good. Looking at the ball a little bit. You're right. Yeah. The balance is always fine. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start from the situation you were just describing. Oh, by the way, Brandon is a black belt. He's in the chat. He always tunes in. What's up, Brandon? He was saying to add on to what you were saying about the OBG. So we were in that situation. We were in that situation where I'm here. Brandon was saying also whoever can control like the upper body. He's saying through the sleeve, right? But if you have control of the other person's upper body, whereas I think if you go, you have my upper body. Yeah, we were thinking too, I forgot to say the other intention of the game is like, as we're doing this stuff, trying to control the other person's upper body in such a way that they stay attached to you. Right? And that's what makes it a lot easier to do pretty much everything. Right. Thank you, Brandon. Okay, so next thing is thank you. We were just talking about nice break ball.
the fundamentals.
yeah, right.
You're going to start with just my knee capture. And I'm going to start, you're going to start with another hook, my knee capture. And I'm going to start with my hands connected. However I want, so I just have, I don't know what you call it. You have my knee, under hook. I just have my hands connected around, setting it on however I want.
You're aware, see how our majority almost catching the straight arm body. So maybe here, this is better part of the under hook. This, all you have to do is sort of like if you have this, all you have to do is put your body a little bit more in here and set a straight arm spot here. Okay, so now,
Where do you want to start from?
here.
With your arm out?
Yeah.
So let's start here. The hands connected, you have a head and an arm. And you have two intentions again. We're going to be playing with the dilemma, just like we're playing in standing with the dilemma, going back and forth. We're going to play with the dilemma here. And trying to get to a head and arm choke. from here, or using his head as an anchor to get my knee out. Those are the two ways I can win. Is that I can free my legs completely, just free my legs, that's it. Or submit him and my leg is not free. So I'm just trying to submit him or free my leg. Obviously there's nothing stopping you from just letting go, but just like in all the other games we're playing, focus on an intention of keeping that connection and using that connection to either submit him from here with a head arm choke or to pull your leg through. So you might have things that have his legs connected, I was go through, and then he has his legs connected, I can try to use this head and arm connection to hold him down while I free my leg, just using those connections as an anchor to free your leg. And while you're doing it on top, as you're trying to anchor to his head to submit him or pull your leg out, try to, at the same time, try to keep him as much of his body pinned down to the mat as possible as you're doing all of that. Which means like you might be getting into situations where less and less of his body is touching the mat. Oh, and now he has to pull my leg, right? Or he starts turning. Now you're losing stuff, less of his body's touching the mat, he's pushing on his arms, right? So try to keep as much of his back and his body on the mat as possible while you're trying to use that to submit him up to your leg. And then conversely for the person on bottom, try to free yourself from that anchor point, try to get those connections off of you. The bottom player wins if they become the top player. So if he gets on top of me, he wins. He also wins if he's able to wrap his legs around him, so close arm. Or he wins if he gets his feet back between us. Boom. Or if he just stands up, so, which is essentially the same thing.
Requires to get out of the first one.
Yeah, so the one intention for the bottom person the whole time, again, 1,000 things you could be doing, trying all these different sweeps and everything, but focus on one intention of just standing up. Just try to do that the entire time from bottom. Try to free your head and stand up.
If you find some form of guard along the way, you're good.
Sure, yeah, but focus your intention, like all the wing conditions are still there, but focus your entire intention on freeing your head and standing up the whole time.
Well, Derek Lewis does.
Huh?
Derek Lewis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To get out and stand up. Right, obviously if you're going on your way to stand up, and you still win if you have Alright. We have another one.
Do we have a knee shield?
No, just capture his leg, capture his leg and then get a head and an arm.
Yeah.
So let two connect his hands. Yeah, just connect your hands. Connect your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Just like cable breaking.
Yeah, I think there it is. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry.
I have to figure it out.
Yeah, that's it.
Even with all that in, not so difficult for the person on bottom to get to a better position. I think the first thing you think about when you got this choke on you is how to counter the leverages so they can free up some space so you can actually think. Instead of just being snapped like that, you know?
At least on bottom, I was like switching my leg and kind of like reverse it to flip over.
Yeah, yeah. That's also, yeah. See, that's another thing too, is jiu-jitsu is one of those sports where we have an interplay between the parts of the body that we're trying to move, right? So sometimes we're focused on the other body trying to go for that submission, and we negate, or we neglect the lower part of the body for whatever reason, right? And those are the opportunities for you to take advantage of the fact that they're not being much attention to, or they're wasting that portion there. Definitely. So that's part of the chess game, is, you know, which parts of the body is your opponent moving and which ones are you moving.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Alright, let's do it one more time. Cool. Let's add something. As we're in that position, let's now focus on two. Getting from a hand connected to a figure four. Yeah. Yeah, so going from like any hands connected position that you have with the head and arm to just trying to get a block up a figure four as you're trying to accomplish the same objectives, anchoring yourself to get your leg out or like some of your
Hi,
partner.
I'm Melody, a tech lead at Capital One, where we use serverless at scale. Recently, my team used
No, that's just your
serverless to
intention.
eliminate
So the
key
win conditions are the same.
tasks you can add to
No
your
change
digital
there,
wallet
but
for a
we
faster
intend on
check-in
trying to
for
go from
members.
here to
And we
here.
made it reusable, so other Capital One dev teams can also implement digital pass services. Our serverless first approach allows
Almost got
engineers
it.
like me to focus on the fun
Yeah, I started feeling it.
business and our customers.
When you're in traffic, when you're in the car and you turn your whole body to see if the traffic's coming. What does that mean?
Just say SMR. Oh, now we got 5.
This is also the sound of
You should shut up. It triggered me.
The Matrix lives in having my mind.
Yeah, I know. Hey man, let you should teach me a little bit, you know?
Right.
I can sit up first.
I don't know what you see.
Let's try for 20 years.
Okay, I guess we'll have to do like, we can do top bottom out.
Top bottom now?
Yeah,
If
so
you
like,
get it, you go.
yeah, well, yeah, so the way we can do it is, we'll have 2 pairs. Whoever's on bottom is always just gonna go out, no matter who needs to win. So whoever wins, it doesn't matter, bottom person just
I
goes
feel
out.
like we're spending more time switching that way. That's
Okay.
fine, like I can sit 3 minutes out and then one more, like out of, 5 exercises, sit 1 out.
Okay.
Same for all of it.
Okay, okay, yeah, so one person rotate out, or,
Unless you really want to do that.
is it, yeah, I think both have down south, so,
mathematical thing is tough.
Yeah.
We're starting with one breath. Yeah, it's just weird. You know, what I was trying to do is get my ridge up.
Yeah. There's like the slowest choke move in there. And also you started hurting really bad.
Alright, ready?
Fine.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, no, but keep going. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're good enough. Once you lose it like that, it's super tough. There you go.
Just flopping like a dolphin. What's going on?
What's going on?
Everybody leave the chat.
Ready, go.
One. Do you want to do one more from there? So you
No.
Going to BSS definitely helps.
What's that?
Going to BSS definitely helps with all the kettlebell stuff and shoulder mobility.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was working, but I was trying to do like that. Choke with like, you know, I'm still like this. I wasn't sure if you were feeling it.
There's something about when I was the first time and the only time I was really successful against you, what I was able to do is grab my sleeve and then hold it. That way it's tougher for you to counter it. So when the times I failed, I was on too low and I couldn't grip it, or something happened really quickly where I couldn't get the sleeve. So the sleeve, it's not going to finish,
Right.
but it'll help you maintain that position, hopefully work your way in for a deeper grip. And it's completely legal.
Yeah.
You like put your sleeve down.
Yes.
There you go.
In your own speed, legal.
Yes. This is honestly. I don't know if you, I guess you can grip your own hand cup too, but
Yeah.
in case you're going for some sort of break doing it.
Yeah. You know, one of those
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, Wopatas or Wopata or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so touching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See if I do that, I'm going to DR.
Here?
Yeah.
The bus was the hardest.
Everyone keeps like sitting and elevating on their body.
Ah, yeah.
Not even coming here.
Yeah, just finishing from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got a special move, bro.
My special.
It's a good combination.
Hi,
Ready?
I'm Melanie at TechMate at Capital One, where we use serverless at scale. Recently, my team used serverless to build an API that lets you generate a pass you can add to your digital wallet for a faster check-in at Capital One airport lounges. And we made it reusable, so other Capital One dev teams can also implement digital pass services. The serverless first approach allows engineers like me to focus on the fun part, building impactful
Is that a
solutions
room
for
for
our
you?
business and our customers.
Yeah, I just feel my leg up.
Capital One. Learn more at capitalone.com/tech/serverless.
The sounds of the season can often sound like this. So, when are we getting some grandkids? But with Hilton's season to stay sale, they could sound a bit more like this. Or this. Stay and save up to 20% off when you book before January 5th at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay. Minimum 2-night stay required. Excludes luxury all-inclusive properties. Terms and conditions apply. The best holiday plans.
Was that about to be kind of feel like a choke?
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
I was getting choked.
Okay. Because I started walking. I figured out it's just for me. Okay.
Like I'm trying to push that on now.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I realized that that's what you and Michelle were doing. We was be able to get that arm up to here. Okay, and I immediately felt like it was way tighter. Is that
I felt like it was doing it differently this time.
probably
Like I was trying to get my head as close to your butt as possible.
interesting? Okay. And I'm going forward. You're going.
Right.
with your head.
Like already I'm going different directions.
Interesting.
Oh, so there is
See what's happening.
something with this. I was able to get a submission again, instead of having all the way here, having this, but extending the ridge of my hand upward, and it's putting a lot of downward pressure.
Nice. You will do the same too, with just your hands connected, right?
Yeah, I was using it.
Oh, no, I
You did it 3 times.
With like this part of your wrist, kind of?
yeah.
Did it feel like an Ezekiel kind of what you were doing?
It's, well, I guess in a way it is, because you're doing this, right, but the bottom hand position is really important. If you're here, your opponent has a nice flat surface, but if it's a ridge, it sort of, you gotta put his neck on that surface area. And so if you put a lot of downward pressure, then it's sort of pushing into that ridge. Visa 2012. Tell me, man. Yeah, this grip is strong for like working the head and like in wrestling we used to do that a lot to flip the opponent over or to like exert pressure here so you can extend your ride. But in terms of a submission, I don't know what you can do. Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Okay, so you guys prefer like normal,
This is more for like a guillotine.
You do like a pretzel, right?
Yeah. And this elbows to prevent them from popping over or easily getting an arm over the counter. Marcelo Garcia.
I was doing this right the whole time.
Yeah, I don't have the shoulder mobility to keep that pressure.
I feel like for me that way I want to be able to close my elbow, I think. Because I think the thing that you're submitting with is being able to close
Right, being able to close the elbow downward like this, you know.
It's like a guillotine you're trying to go elbow up.
Right.
But like on this, are you...
I was doing this, and then I think it's helping me just pin people. Not necessarily finish anything else, but it's helping me just like keep the pin.
Interesting. That's cool.
And you feel like they couldn't pull your arm for that?
Yeah, for most people have trouble, then you know, we'll slip to it.
Okay.
But in reverse, they're very easy.
I feel like sometimes if I'm using the grip too, I'll just like try to shove my armpit back over their head.
The top arm clip? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all I'll just, if I'm like using it, I'll just,
Oh, yeah,
try
try
to
to...
get something in.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I think if you do this, and then you can see like getting your elbows down, and then really gets your head out far, and you can just boost and then just kind of chill.
I see, yeah. As a top person, you say.
I saw it.
Yeah, there was this exercise that you could do where you do this.
Yeah, I remember.
You have to extend your arms and come back.
Yoga.
Hand side. Yeah. I lost that. Yeah, look, you got a much better extension.
That's an
Yeah.
one man jiu-jitsu.
I'm my friend, so it's really good.
A key to yourself.
Yourself.
Oh, shit. Okay. Do you guys want to do this one again? I mean, I'm fine to move on. I just don't want to move on if somebody else wanted to try to play again. But, move on. What should we do? Pinning.
Or south.
We're going to pin. Let's start from north south. So we play this game usually where where we pick any position, like a chest-to-chest position to start in, and then you just try to hold your partner down to the mat as long as possible without them getting their feet back in front or wrapped around you. And that means like if
Wrestlers have all kinds of tricks for this shit. Tying the legs up and pretzels and stuff. Exert that pressure or get the leg behind. And then
Yeah. So for the purposes of this one, we could start in,
like one arm over, one arm under, north south.
sure, yeah, if you wanna start there, one arm over, one arm under, and then, so they'll be behind one of my elbows. I'll be behind one of his elbows. We're starting here, and then when we say go, the entire goal is for me to keep chest to chest or chest to back contact, without him getting his legs back in front. So that might mean he starts to like turn some way. If I go to like an outside control or whatever, doesn't matter, I'm staying chest to chest. If he turns into me, I can go chest to back. You can get those. Sure. Yeah, just if you want to get chest to chest or chest to back and hold it, you can do that. You can also work. Yeah, just moving between positions if you want, but chest to back the entire time, no matter what he does. And then his only goal.
Just to escape.
Yeah. Yeah, so any guard, right? So work it out. Yeah, cool. Feet back in front, or or stand up, or get on top of me. Pretty much anything other than chest to back, so he could get my after my leg.
Even though it's still technically chest to chest, the key's up on that.
Right. Yeah, if he just rolls me over. So any situation where he did capture one of my legs, both my legs on top, anything other than me being completely tapped
any of the Kisakami style?
Yeah. We're not trying to submit our opponent right now, but you can use anything you want or hold your partner down. Yeah. So just focus on keeping their shoulders, their body pinned to the mat, unless of course on the back. But do anything you can to hold them down. Does this cover the scenario you want to do?
Yeah.
North south.
I was in the ski class and we were just doing skates.
Yeah.
Stuff, which is not the same thing because you're going to be active, not instead of me just trying to quote unquote escape, but it's the same.
Because we can always like scale it back to where like if you end up outside of the north south configuration, but then that one always gets weird.
No, I
You get into these like diagonal positions where there's this side control.
This is why I think eco is slightly superior to the normal curriculum. I think if there's an intent there, other than just.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Try to since you're starting in from the north south position, try to see if you guys can hold that as long as possible. And do that by trying to control both the shoulders and the hips at the same time in a diagonal line. So think about that. If I'm in a north south position here, try to think about controlling like across his body. So I can control just my head if I want, I can control just my arms, I can control just however I want, and I can control his shoulder line too with my upper body, my legs, I can control his shoulder line with my legs. I can arms. If I switch other sides of his body, focus on a diagonal control if you're in north south and try to hold north south as long as you can, but on here just try to pin the person in any configuration. So
The top guy's just pinning.
yeah, just hold him down. Guy on the bottom, try not to get held down. Yeah.
But there's a specific way to position your body that will be a little better. If you should notice the way he had his shoulders and his head sort of down, but his hips off the ground to make his head and shoulders heavy, controlling this person's hips, for example. Right? That's a good start for controlling your opponent as opposed to like keeping your hips flat too, where your opponent has the ability to move around with your hips.
Cool.
Yeah.
Head, shoulders would be easy. Alright. I can sit out first one. Yeah.
Go ahead. So,
Alright, ready? Are y'all switching on wins?
No.
Okay, yeah, switch on wins.
Okay.
Okay, you go back and take away from him. Chase, touch the back, please, touch the back. Touch his back. Touch his back. Okay.
Give me a second.
Yeah, keep turning, keep turning. Your back off the mat, yeah. Back on the mat.
upper
Yeah.
body. Come on, legs.
Yeah, yeah. The legs are really hard.
You've done something with a person on bottom about the side. You see the side, that's over your arm. And use this to make your opponent's body come under, or target the under. If somebody's really strong, even if you have all your weight, all you have to do is a little hip shift inside. And
Yeah, I want to be there. Yeah.
Bottom left side? Is it better to get into bottom side control? If you can.
Oh, so
I mean, you need to start going for more, but like,
it's a
more
variation of the north-south position at one point.
Yeah, just for the.
So we played this game for north-south for like a few weeks, and it seemed like the key to not being a north-south is to get rid of diagonal control.
Yeah.
So, because like we found that like any pin from north-south relies on like diagonal control, meaning you're controlling both sides of their body. So if Mateo gets my hips and my head to one side of his body, yeah, so now I don't have control of the opposite side of his body anymore. I just have control of the right side of his body.
side control technique. I have a really easy entrance for your back or for supporting.
Yeah, and we found it works in multiple different ways. So like Mateo tried to push my head to your opposite. Right, he can get, it's much harder for me to pin from north south.
Right here. I almost have a straight arm lock too. All I have to do is sort of adjust my angle here.
Yeah, and then it works too if he can get his hips to the same side as my head. So he just got my head to the same side as my hips. If he can get my hips to the same side as my head, so he can put my hips over the other side of your head. Boom, it's much harder for me to control a north-south pin from here. Yeah, so no matter what, it like seems, I think in like almost all cases, to rely on like controlling both sides of the body. So as the person on bottom, try to make it so that you can only control one side of your body.
Just try to push, overload one side. Yeah, that helps. And the thing is, honestly, north-south is a transitory space anyway, for the most part. There's a couple of submissions in there, but for the most part, you're on your path to doing something else. So it's not taught very rigorously to hold the position for a long period of time.
To answer your question, you're kind of going like, is side control better for that? I mean, it's no good to be held down at all, I guess. But
I think side control is more advantageous in terms of the opportunities afforded to you for submission.
That's a good point, yeah. Okay, do it again. Somebody, you sitting out this time?
I'll sit up.
I can also sit up, but no, I haven't sat up.
Okay, yeah.
Should I go with you or you?
I'll just.
Okay, I'll go with you. 3 minutes. Double click it, just double click it. Cool. Good start.
No.
I do that too all the
Yeah.
time.
It's so frustrating because once in a while you catch it.
Yeah.
It's
like right when I feel that feeling, I'm like,
yeah, you do your job, you don't react to it.
It's a number, just go.
Even the smallest book,
Yeah.
you want your shit.
yeah, like torture your knee or something, you have to like give up upper body
How much
control.
is it?
Yeah.
You have to do a good job of centering. Like flip under and trying to toss you over. I think part of what you did, you sort of break.
Yeah,
From there, which makes yourself a beat up. Because part of the move, however slight it may be, is for me to do this. You come here and you have your wedge.
Yeah,
You wedge out.
yeah, surely show
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So it's here the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's gonna jump.
This is big for jump. And this has to be control.
I know eventually I don't have to.
Yeah, sure.
Sort of roll.
Yeah.
You right?
It's tough to follow.
But every once in a while too, from like your attacking perspective, every once in a while I follow it and somebody like
Yeah.
you just like take a ride with them.
Yeah, you're right. Like they're like, still on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to maintain this on the front.
I've always had more success doing it on the direct on the head. Like if one arm, if it's like asymmetrical, the one that's on the head. Well, first I was like try to like post and then
Gets away.
you try to come up directly.
CBC, that thing where you push yourself up and you shut yourself down and then you come over the top.
Yeah, but we would go.
It's not really realistic. You're a skill player.
Yeah.
Because all the skill players do sort of like.
Yeah, so it's like the orders, but I feel like that.
Yeah.
Slightly better.
I mean, if you're really flexible, like some of those people can do, like they do just like start at the leg behind their head and they can sort of sneak.
Like it just has, like it just feels like it has a higher chance of success.
So now you're good out.
Yeah, like if they actually
Yeah, and then even so, like a lot of times, even if it fails, like you still usually manage to come up with like 5, and then it's like, yeah, because most people can't hit the head of your bicep there. I mean, kind of like that, space.
That makes sense.
Like I find that in mounts too, like in mounting, I don't wanna stay too high because as soon as you do this, I'm
Will you
just
stay
gonna
up?
come over and under. So stay low.
Yeah.
Both of you stayed up once, right?
Yeah.
You stayed up once already, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that's back to me.
Okay.
So I'll go you don't want to do that if you don't.
I'll go through that.
Can you do it 3 minutes on that?
We can, or reverse case get home. That's a very north south, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Jesse loves playing the technical.
thing we didn't talk about too was we found that one thing that helps you maintain diagonal control is by isolating limbs. So if you can keep the arms, one person's arms as far apart from each other as possible, that there's like pretty much no way to get out of it. So like if I isolate both of these arms completely from each other.
And also that arm on the left side, if you can isolate that, like that, yeah, it is part of the arm on your shoulder. Yeah, almost like you're running a Morita.
Yeah. It's almost like, yeah, so like keeping the arms separate.
Yeah, that's good.
So on top, I kind of like both arms at the hips. But I noticed like a lot of you guys like the asymmetrical one. What's the, I guess, idea behind the asymmetrical?
Sorry, can you show what you're talking about?
Attached.
Like the over under.
Attached.
Okay.
When you have both your when you have both your elbows on the person's hips, there's no attach to you. But if I have one arm under, I can the one arm that I have over, I can isolate that for more attempt.
Okay.
Or to get to the back. Yeah, but when you have your
I don't know what we're talking about. Can you show us?
yeah here.
Oh yeah, got it.
There's no attachment there.
Okay.
Right, yeah. You can control the hips really well.
Right.
Yeah, with the hands. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Feels like a stronger thing.
Yeah, it's a stronger bit.
Yeah, and then you get like both the knee grips and you just like push it down there.
Yeah.
You guys want to roll, or do you want to do more pinning? Another round of the pinning? I know because you want to keep me more shots, so I don't want to.
Oh, that's
I'll leave that out.
I'm done.
Okay. Anybody want to roll?
I'll sit out this round, but I'll go next one.
Okay. You? Cool. We can do 3 minutes, we can do 5 minutes. We have a bunch of time if we want. What's up, chat? Andrew Miller, helicopter choke. What's up, guys?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Hope y'all's weekend is going well.
You know what Bane is? It means serpent in Korean.
Gosh,
Do you have like Koreans in your family or something?
No, Danny.
Oh,
Bane.
but is it isn't like
Well, my name is different. My name
Oh,
is
it's different?
Yeah, my name is B-E-A-M.
Oh, my bad.
He just had his great grandfather laying being down.
I got a grandfather that was dyslexic.
Now from Arkansas.
That makes a lot of sense now. Can we go?
Alright, we going?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Here, I'll start.
Standing.
Combate. Watch out, guys.
Yeah. And somehow.
Guys are like magnetic, man. Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah.
Did you know that last year, about 2 times more people were hospitalized from COVID-19 than before? Protect yourself this season with an updated COVID-19 vaccine. Visit libertyhealth.com. Brought by Moderna.
1 minute.
As most of us know, starting a business is its own kind of adventure. This week on the podcast, Hasbro CEO Chris Cox sat down with founding host Reed Hoffman to chat about the entrepreneurial lessons they gleaned from Dungeons and Dragons, tabletop role-playing games,
Podcast with Dungeons and Dragons, Jesus Christ.
Hear their conversation out now on the Masters of Scale feed and subscribe to new episodes every week. Masters of Scale supported by our premier brand partner, Capital Business.
The best holiday plans come from the vaccine.
20 seconds.
It's probably my turn to sit out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Said he's fine.
And then give him his belt options.
Oh, yes.
Hell, have a belt on it, yeah. You tie it loose like most of us so that
Oh,
both
yeah.
one grabs it, it just
No
slips
grip.
through their finger.
Make him feel.
The judo tie is a double-edged sword.
I've been doing it. That's how my so tight.
Is it better to have belt or not have belt?
Yeah, one that if you could use the belt to choke, that would be amazing. Like my own belt?
I remember, yeah, you can. If it's attached to the body, so.
Like, right, it's attached, yeah, but if you can't, like.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I remember this was the first time I went to the CTA, we had this discussion. You probably don't even remember it, but
We were in the back room. That's the first thing we talked about.
Yeah.
All right. Keep his feet off your feet. His feet off your feet. Turn your feet, keep his feet off your feet. Turn your feet, build up, build up, build up, build up. Keep that leg. You can hold the knee food, yep. Hold it down, too. Hold it down. Hold his upper body down. Turn it up, turn it up. Back on top, food, back on top. Stand up, food. Get up. Get up, food. Get up, get on your feet, get on your feet, get on your feet, get on your feet. Nice. Get back on your feet, food. Put your feet on the mat. Get his arm off your head. Get his arm off your head, food. Get his arm off your neck, food. Alright, keep turning, food. Turn, 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 turn. Turn any way you can turn. Diagonal control. Get his head and his hips on the same side. Yep, yep. Now work from there. Yeah, good. Now let him. Alright, get his hips off of you two. Keep your arms back inside, both arms back inside. Keep your knees inside too. Keep your knees between you and him. Turn your back. Turn your back. Turn your back. Make space. You push on him and make space. Okay, keep your elbows inside so you can get your arms.
I'm strong as a bull. Jesus Christ.
Pressure from top, dude. On top food, however you can. Keep his hips away from you, food. Get your arms inside and keep his hips off of you.
Thank you. Oh, that's thanks. Okay, let's get
Coaching against stress. One more? There you go.
I'll set up.
Already want to. Thank you. Yeah, you can come. I'll take it easy later. It's awesome.
I feel like after my submission attempt, I was like gassed out
Yeah.
from there. I was just trying to.
Is that about babies on his that weird like
Yeah, the weird converter things. Yeah. So you didn't have to handle it.
Yeah, it was like almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely like, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that was funny.
If I relax, I'm maybe
Yeah, so you like hold it, hitting it with your back. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, about to do some weird shit. Yeah, we just gassed out after that.
Yeah.
5% alcohol by volume. Rossensquith Distillery, Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Own your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. Get
Pretty
in-depth
gassed out.
hands-on
You
training
still
and
keep on
things
putting
like
back, but you just like kind of live like
applications
with
tailored
the
to
freaking
employment
family like
specialists,
gassed.
early childhood care and education.
And I think same objective as always.
Same objective.
Yeah, same objective. Right now for me it's just like get on top, down up,
Programs can be completed in under a year. Job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Click now or go to cetweb.edu. Own your future at CET.
What is your objective in your gas zone?
Yeah, I don't think I'm focusing too much on getting on top of this probably should. But just like not getting into submissions.
Together from adverse childhood experiences or ACEs.
I guess surviving is.
Learn more at liveBeyondCA.org.
It's a pyramid. Survive and then go for attacks.
Right.
you have to hold on, but you kind of got both arms.
Yeah.
You get the far one.
Let's do the work for me.
I got legs all lined up.
Hey, stop turtling us. Is that? I need to stop turtling. Nothing good happens.
Last.
Yeah, turtling attacks were very fast. That's like, oh, that's not.
You got some Eduardo Kellen's turtle attack stuff going on?
Yeah. There's a few of the really good games we're playing from there. Like the back control notebooks was like really good. You try, I don't know if you don't know if you yet, but you basically start with the chest to back. And you're not allowed to start focusing from the back. No. And you just have to stay with the chest to back practically the entire time. It was like that game.
Yeah.
Turtle. Like that's one position from chest to back, right? And you're just trying to follow as much as you can. Yeah.
It did feel just like, why are you trying to stand up?
I'm
Kind of
done,
made me
right?
survive.
I think without him, but.
It did feel like just, why are you trying to stand up? It did help you survive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Because the whole goal is just for me to hold you down.
January now.
Nice, which one are you doing?
In San Jose.
Oh, the open one?
Yeah.
Let me know if you need, you know,
Oh, yeah.
to work.
Yeah, maybe.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
What, rocket or
127.
So sorry guys, wasn't very active in the chat. We were just trying to
More than people.
get a bunch of training in. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching some of the training and the games. What's up, Sweet Cherry Bill? Found an escape for the rear naked choke. Well, I want to see this, Sweet Cherry Bill. How was your day going, Josh? Good, Andrew. Thank you. Hope your day's going well. Thanks y'all for tuning in. This one was not a very chat-heavy day, but I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. Hope you got something out of the training. Hope you have a good weekend. I'll catch you guys later.